What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in beautiful South Georgia. Excuse me, had to clear my throat. Rolling solo again today. Oh man, the way things work out for me, sometimes you just have to laugh. So, I had a couple of yards to do that I got to do today. I've already told people I would do them. But then the dude that's helping me frame wanted to frame today. And so I was like, dang, okay. I mean, I can't turn down help, you know. So I said, that's fine. I said, we'll just frame in the morning. And I'm trying to look out this window, man, before I get hit. These folks come down through here on side-by-sides and stuff flying. He's like, no, I don't need you. I'm good. I can do it by myself. I was like, no, you know, dude, you're helping me. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be off doing whatever and you down here working on my stuff for me. I said, and I can just, as long as we get quitting time for me to go out and cut these couple of yards, the couple I had to do. Okay. So 002 sends me a message last night and says, hey, the Country Field and Outdoors place where we buy the mulch at that he works at, called him to see if there was any way he could work today. And he wanted to know, hey, are we busy? Do you need me? Well, because I was going to be framing this morning, I told him, I said, nah, man, just go to work. And, you know, go on down there, because I really didn't. I could have sent him out and let him do one or two by himself. I don't want him driving all down in town with his truck and trailer, though. So I was like, let him go to work. So unfortunately, something happened with a family. Hopefully not bad, but had to be taken to the hospital, which is related to the guy that's helping me frame. So he's going down there. Nothing wrong with that. I ain't complaining about that. That's absolutely what he should be doing. So now he calls me, he said, hey preacher, you can go cut this morning. I'm gonna have to go down to Jacksonville. I said, okay. Which still works out good for me because I don't have to be out late this afternoon cutting, which I'm totally fine with that. But now my help that I had, I don't let him go to work. Man, I hope them sawhorses ain't fell out the back. I've been running my mouth. I didn't let him go down there and work when I could use him and not only cut the two I gotta cut, but go ahead and cut 2 or 3 more today. But anyway, it's all good. All right, got my coffee thermos filled. Got my cup full. Well, not full, but I have a serving in it. About to pull up on the first property. 5 acres. I might have to explain this when I get back in the truck because I'm about to be there. Last time we only cut like 2 acres of it, which is fine with me because the customer asked. He said, hey, you think? I said, it don't need cutting, you know. But they like to keep the yard cut and they like it low, man. He's got a Ferris. He just don't have time to do it. But he cuts it on like 1.5. I told him I'm not cutting it that low, you know. We don't cut that low. I'm gonna see how low I can cut it today, but I just, you know. So this has been an on-off relationship here, and I'm gonna have to make some decisions about it. You know, if we start having trouble this time around. So we're just gonna see. All right, 5 acres solo, man. Huh? When you're used to having a crew, that's rough. Time consuming. We normally come and do it in about 1 hour and 15 minutes. I'm sorry the camera's all over the place. I'm trying to take my glove off. We do it in about 1 hour and 15 minutes. It starts at this fence. Goes all the way that wood line way down there. And then way back. So anyway, it's 11:20 See, so I make better time by myself, no doubt. But now again, we not double cut, so you know it'll take a little bit longer when the season gets here. But I've been here for 3 hours and 20 minutes. That's weedy, not a lot of edging to do. I did blow some leaves out of the bed so I could chop them up. So anyway, we going from that to one in town that's about a half an acre. Mixed bag, man. The one we did the mulch at, the last big mulch job, I got to go cut it today. So anyway, let me get me some fresh coffee poured and get on the road. All right, that one's done. Went from a 5 acre to about a half acre. Still took an hour. Got a lot of beds, edge around, and I just take really good care of that yard. She pays for a good service, and now I'm not saying I do a terrible job anywhere, but those little extra things in her yard, when I go in the pool area blowing off, if there's a weed sticking up that I didn't get with the trimmer when I went in there, I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna pull it out, just those kind of things, because she pays for it, so that's that. I wish I got all that from I wish I got that on all my half acre yards. I ain't afford to be there an hour and 20 or 30 minutes and still make good money. I just put it that way. So anyway, and I do keep the beds up now. Part of that, I keep the weeds. I do knock the weeds down out of the bed. All I do is hit them with a trimmer, but she prunes everything, and she'll go out there and pull weeds. But if I see anything, I keep it knocked down. So anyway, trying to decide what I'm gonna do next. I got probably 2 more that I need to do, or 3 really. May end up working tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Be Saturday probably when you get this, but 2 of the guys already messaged me wanting to know if we was working. They want to work. They like to make that weekend money, and I got some stuff I could do, so I might go ahead and work. I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to work on the property, work on my fencing or something, or cleaning up something. I don't know. I'm still debating it, so I'll let y'all know what I decide. All right, hopefully y'all enjoyed a little bit of that time lapse there. 2:59. 2:59, man. 3 o'clock. Oh, 7 hours. I've actually only did 3 properties, but goodness, I've probably driven probably driven 50 miles. And normally I wouldn't do them like this. I'm just trying to get caught up on some stuff and get some stuff staged, if you will, to start the schedule. I don't officially start the schedule till next week, but these are some that I just needed to get done, some that I do every month or whatever, so I need to get them knocked out the way. So actually, I think I'm gonna work tomorrow and probably do some more of them off of next week. So if I need to work or do something next week, you know, with the house, I'll be available. I don't know. I'm going to see. I'm going to think about that on the way home. I could go do 2 more, 3, well, let me see, 1, 2, I'll probably knock out a couple of more this afternoon, but I'm about to go line up some work. So, sharpening the axe, you might say, lining up some stuff, looking out a couple of weeks, because I'm still going to have, other than working on my house, I'm still going to have some bare spots in the schedule. So, anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let me get set up and get out of here. So, as I was saying, I'm going to go, I got another property to go quote. The little property that I showed y'all where it had like 20, 30 foot of front yard, there's actually 2 houses there. The lady owns both of them. So, I just need to go back and put, I really didn't look at that one, and I just want to run back over there and put my eyes on it and make sure that, you know, everything looks like it's supposed to, you know. Like, they ain't nothing out of the ordinary, because, you know, this lady wants bi-weekly and then weekly service, I think, and, you know, she'll want her landscape done, I guess. I told her we'd do all that separate. So, anyway, this one customer, man, texting me right now. It's a new customer. I don't see what he just said. He responds like a day later, and I understand people working and stuff like that, but I don't know, man. You know, if you take so long to get back to me, I don't know, it's just kind of a red flag for me. So I know everybody's not on their phone like I am, but anyway. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try to line up. I got to go to another customer and look at some projects she wants done. Some of hers is irrigations, I think some painting. She's talking about closing in her porch, all kind of stuff. Now the good news is I got probably 2 weeks worth of work. I got a week and a half to 2 weeks just helping one guy, and I can work there when I want to. And he's paying me about an hour. So, on some renovation at his house, his shop. So I got plenty of work to fill in with, but, you know, I also want to stay up on these landscape opportunities and, you know, lawn opportunities. So, because that's going to be reoccurring income. Whereas when I go help this guy and we get his projects done, well, that's it, you know. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, and I'll let y'all know what I decide to get into. All right, boys, just add another property to the schedule. That double property right there. There ain't no cutting, but there's a bunch of trimming and edging. I figure 10 minutes to edge. I put 30 minutes down for trimming. I mean, it's 2 little small houses, but they stuff all around the yard. And now we'll do some landscape for them too, but that'll all be separate. So now I got 2 properties over here, and I got a feeling I'll probably get a call about some more. We'll just see. But now, you know, if I have any, you know, half-acre properties or something like that pop up over here, half to, you know, 3/4, some that I wouldn't even have considered before, you know, I'll consider them now for the right price. And got another call over in a city called Ludowici, where the one credit union is out there by itself, the only one that we drive over there to do. Now we have some stuff out that way that we do on the way back, which only makes it probably, you know, 8 miles out of route from our furthest property out that we would do coming back. So one of the things I've been working on last week is a schedule. You know, we're gonna cut certain areas on certain days, and I can do that now that you know, I got more time to commit to the business side. Now, I'm still, if I can find me somebody to work, you know, on a regular basis, I would back myself kind of out of this as well. So the long-term goal is to have a guy or a guy with Elro, you know, however it ends up working out. I mean, Elro's got a job, but, you know, a guy to go with him that maybe 3 days a week they can just, I mean, they cut. And so they work whatever that route is that day. And then I can fill in when somebody's not there, when somebody's sick, when somebody's gone on vacation. And, you know, still gives me opportunity to be able to do ministry. So, you know, I don't want to get locked into 5-6 days a week of this. This is not the goal. Short term, that's my plan, is, you know, to get as much as we can get and then hopefully find somebody. So I don't know. That might be a losing gamble right there, but you know. But because of my transition too, I'm in a situation where really I need to do whatever I need to do this season. You know, having to build a house and all that stuff, and the money there. So, you know, I got to get with it, and then especially if I'm gonna do it without borrowing any money. So anyway, I don't know how many properties we're up to now. I would say probably up to 50, somewhere in that neighborhood. I know we lost a couple from last season, but probably closing in on 50, you know, if you count the banks separately, and I do count them separately even though they're billed together. So now that property I would count as one, even though it's 2 houses on it. But I imagine if we ain't at 50, we closing in on it. I'll have to look and see. So anyway, let me get off of here. All right, man, I got back to the house, gave the Nissan a little bit of a bath. It ain't spotless, but it was just filthy, man. It was filthy, and that was bothering me. Mainly all the bugs that was on the front. That ain't good for them. So I decided to at least try to wash it down a little bit, get the clay off and the bugs off. Got most of all of that, and, you know, just the dust and all. So anyway, that's what we got going on. My wife just pulled up too. I'm surprised she ain't try to pull out there in line, man. Tell her this self-service wash here. All right, hey, I appreciate y'all taking time to watch the video today. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you and that you might see all of your blessings as from him. Hope you have a great day.